Y'all just don't understand how long it takes us to shooting and talking is easy. This setup process, we've been doing. What time is it? It is 2:16.
Yes.
We probably been setting up for 35 minutes.
Okay, that's a lot.
I'm just saying, we've been trying to get this because the perfectionist right here.
I'm just saying, it has to. You know, you want to be in the camera.
You want to be in the camera, but I was the one who was cut off. I was perfectly fine with this. Look, if y'all would have seen half of my arm gone, it was okay, right? As long as y'all can hear what I'm saying. I think the people would have been okay with it. I don't think nobody been at home watching like, I'll keep on looking and have his arm missing. Well, you, my friend, are weird. Oh, goodness. All right. Welcome into another episode of Let's Talk About S.E.X. I'm your host, Court, and I'm joined by the most virtuous, gorgeous, look, your necklace ain't now.
Put the necklace down, thank you.
Wonderful woman that I know, my wife, Corners.
Hello.
I don't know if they heard you, but disclaimer before we even get started, it is the rainy season here at home. So we can't control the weather. We already told y'all we got 5 kids. You're going to hear some noise. The Lord doing his work, I can't stop it. So,
But I guess also we'll have to work on editing out some noises. I guess we can start working on that.
you're going to edit it. Okay. Well, we're going
Maybe if it's edited out, then you won't hear any of this.
Right. So this may be a waste of time. We talking about this right here, but we're just doing disclaimers because but it really ain't a disclaimer because we're real people in real life having real conversations. So, I mean, this isn't gonna be some studio production. It's not gonna be all doctored up, and this ain't your favorite show on Netflix or Hulu or any of that. This is a real show with real people, and we can't control the real life situations happening around us. So,
Right.
yeah. Anyways, you got a word for us, Quantas?
Yes, I do. I think this is going to be one of your favorite words. Okay, so the word of the day, vision.
Ooh, okay. You right.
I know.
You right. Wow, that's crazy because today's episode, they go right in with
Oh, does
it.
it?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it do.
Oh, well, see, I don't really know what we're talking. I don't know what we're talking about today.
You do know.
For the most part. No, I don't.
I text you. Somebody don't read their messages. This is what we talking about.
Okay. So the word of the day is vision.
Yes, vision. Okay. You're right. Vision is one of my favorite words. Man, I don't want to get deep because this is just the word of the day. My initial thoughts is all you need, right?
Yes.
Okay, so vision to me, the first thing I think of is us. The first thing that comes to mind is us, honestly. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I think it's gonna tie into today's episode greatly. But yeah, vision. When I hear the word vision, the first thing that comes to mind is you and me.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
So for me, when I think of vision, I think of like foresight from God. But also, like in my younger days, or like really before I understood what vision could truly mean, I only saw it one way.
You be saying younger like you just old. You know that, right?
In my younger days, it was more so like, okay, me imagining something of what I think I would like to do and trying to put things where they would be, like in my mind, like imagining what it would look like. That's probably as far as I thought vision was. I think now for me it's a little bit more in depth. I feel like God gives us all vision. It's just when or how we take it in.
Beautiful, beautiful. I like that. Good word. That was a great word of the day. Great choice. I don't know if it's clearly, you said you didn't know what we was talking about, but
I mean, I
when
know
we
you
were
said
in church,
stages of marriage.
I sent you
Yes.
what we was having, but I get it.
I was in the word at the time.
I was too, but I was trying to work. I'm trying to work. Today's topic is we're going to talk about the stages of marriage, okay? The 7 stages of marriage, what I like to call the seasons of love. Have you even heard of the 7 stages of marriage before today?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I think I may have heard like some of these things before, but no, not in this wording at all.
Good, me neither. Because I was like, in my, you know how like what I got wrote down for all the different topics. This topic is actually the one that you chose. You remember what it was called?
That I sent you last night?
Yeah.
Was it like making time for love?
No, boo. You sent me arrows of love.
I did.
Yes.
Let's go back, honey.
Let's go back. And we're going to the show me the car facts. We're going back to the facts. You sent me last night, right there.
Oh, never too busy for love.
Oh no, you okay? You right. I'm wrong. You said never too busy for love, and I guess I just chose. I chose something different. Okay, so hey, real people, real conversations. She right. I'm wrong. You sent me something different, but I swapped it up. And the reason why I swapped it up is we're gonna do that one a little later. Once I think it's one of those we can do later in life. But anyway. The Arrows of Love is the one I chose. And when I was reading and kind of like trying to find, I love words. So I was trying to find like how to display this in a way that isn't so cookie cutter or whatever, like scientific, pretty much, like, or educational, but not in the educational way, like not in the school setting where I'm like, all right, this is our 7 stages of marriage, and the first stage is this, the second stage, you know what I mean?
Right. You want to be able to explain more in depth, give examples.
Give examples, yeah. And
Make
then
it real.
Because the reason why I changed the title which this probably ain't gonna be the title that they get, but the message that I thought we were gonna talk about was the eras of love, and I was like, okay, I started researching era, and they're like, an era is a long period of time, right? Like an era is, they said it's not even really defined by time. It's just, okay, for instance, like you looking like, what? Yeah, right now they're saying we're in the AI era.
Okay.
They said we just came out of the digital era. Did you know that?
I mean, not really, but I can understand that.
I mean, I do too, but I'm like, when they, like, how they tell us everything else, they put everything else out there. When they was gonna tell us we in the AI era? Like, okay, we in a new era and don't nobody even know it.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But the word era, I think, is one of those words we like or we have grown to love, especially in our day and time, because everybody's in their soft girl era, their glow up era. You know what I mean? Hey, it was a city girl era. We have to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
It was a city boy era. It was all these different eras.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to use that word, and then I was like, well, man, it might be from God. I don't need to use era because it isn't something you can define by time. And it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So that's why I just broke it down. It's the stages of marriage and the phases of love. So we're going to talk more so about the phases of love and the stages of marriage, in unison, and combine them two together. But I will do you the honors of telling you all the stages of marriage because they were interesting to me. I just learned these too. It's funny how you can be in something and you live like we've lived in. I said we on stage 6. We've lived through all these different stages, right? That somebody has defined and whatever gathered, intel on to provide out. Like, okay, and you can put this up, you can make a post or whatever. But it's funny how we've grown through all these things, but we don't even know it.
No, yeah.
Right? So that's the reason why we're having this talk, because no matter what your relationship is, you're gonna go through the same phases.
Yeah.
You're gonna go through the same stages and phases of love. So I thought it was like one, enlightening, and two, like kind of like aha, like an aha. I had an aha moment pretty much. But stage 1, the romance, honeymoon stage. Everybody know about the honeymoon stage,
Everybody
right?
know about that.
Stage 2 is the reality stage. They said that's where the mood is adjustment and discovery, right? Stage 3, the power struggle stage, also known as the conflict stage. Stage 4 is the stability stage. They said that's the acceptance and the calm stage. Stage 5 is the commitment stage, right? I said that's when you have partnership and deeper bonding. Stage 6 is the co-creation stage, the growth stage, and that's where you have purposeful collaboration. Stage 7 is the legacy stage, and I said that's when you have reflection and like you're able to like look back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With hearing these stages and just seeing those, it made me gather some thoughts. I wrote my thoughts down a little bit, but I don't want to go right. You know me. I can't stick to the script.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can't. Oh yeah, we're not even going in order, because when I seen this, I was like, okay, this is great. This is beautiful. But realistically, there's no right, wrong, or wrong
order.
Thank you. No right or wrong order, because I was like, it's a third word. No, it ain't a third word. There's not a right or wrong order to do any of these phases of love, or you could be in multiple phases or stages within your marriage, within your relationship at the same time. But I think it's great to have this as a guide to know like the definition and like the experiences that's gonna come within that stage. I also wrote down what my favorite stages are.
Okay.
Favorite stages for me, because I had 2, but I'm sure you probably have a favorite stage. And like I said, I feel like we're at stage 6, which is the co-creation and growth stage, which I also, you know me, I got to put my spin on it. So this isn't just co-creation and growth for us. I said / bliss, because we're in that bliss stage. Like, I'll let you look up that definition a little later when we get into it and tell the people what that means. And then, like I said, I'm gonna share my thoughts and my notes, but that's the setup. That's what we're gonna be talking about. So you and I both did not know, that we done went through all these. I'm looking like, it ain't but 7 stages?
Right.
I'm like, we definitely at stage 6, right? Like, I'm like, okay, we definitely here. And some would say we may even be at legacy stage, because I'm telling you, like, the way I think is, like I said, you can experience all these different stages. Not only that, I believe you can experience every stage multiple times. And even with that, these stages don't have to end. Like, you don't have to stop. You don't have to stop the power struggle stage.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to stop. It says conflict and just testing boundaries. That's what they gave you as the move. You don't have to stop testing boundaries and communicating and having conversation that develops
or
challenges you and releases you of burdens that you don't need to be carrying. You know what I mean? So you can kind of. I'm about to show my hand. As you can hear, that's one of my favorite stages.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the conflict stage is one of my favorite stages. And since I didn't pass the mic to you, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know the reason why.
Okay.
The conflict stage is one of my favorite stages because I get to tap into my gifts, right? My problem solving ability, right? I like controlled chaos. I like a good fight, a good conversation. I like to get better. And so when you go through hard things or challenging things, when there's some resistance, I know that it's going to be growth on the other side. I enjoy, training and working out, because, like this hard, everybody can't do it, everybody ain't doing it, but you get not instant gratification, but you get gratification at the end of it. And me being a visionary, the words you use today, me having foresight and being a dreamer, I always start things with the end in mind. Yeah. I begin whatever, and it's like, I know I'm only right here, but I can see all the way through the years, through the learning curves of this road, this journey that I'm on. I can see how good it's gonna be, and that's what keeps me inspired. That's what keeps me going. So yes, I like the conflict stage because I get to tap into my gifts, my problem solving abilities. And more so in this stage, guess what? You don't need precision, right? In my mind, these are my thoughts. I don't, and when you're dealing with conflict, there's not a right or wrong way to do things. I love when it's not a right, like it's not dress right dress. It's not da 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 da. And because I hate order. I don't want to start at 1 to get to 7. I start at 1 with 7 in mind, and I done skipped down to 4. I tapped into my gift of just faith, and I skipped from 4 to 6, and now I'm about to be at 7. You know what I mean? You, on the other hand, like precision, structure. You like what other words could I say that?
I mean, I move with a plan.
Yeah, you like that's it, a plan, a step-by-step plan. And so with conflict, you need a plan, but it doesn't have to be executed exactly the way you planned it, right? And conflict is not we fighting, right? It's not we at each other's neck. Conflict is, we got a big decision to make. Yeah. About, the next 5 years, and you can't really make a wrong decision, right? Because we know, like, if we go this way, this, and this comes from it. If we go this way, this, and this comes from it. And you have options of, okay, you're going to make a decision, and in that decision, you're going to learn. Right. As to where in other stages, you may have to go, like you like to go boom, 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 because if you make the wrong decision here, it's going to set you back to where you can't just problem solve. You can't improvise. You know what I mean? So in conflict and when problems arise, I'm like, let's go. Let's talk this out. Let me put my hat on, my problem solving hat, and let me get to the results, which I think I wrote down here. Yeah. Okay. So I said the conflict stage, I get to tap into my problem solving ability. This stage is not about structure and precision, but it's more so about stability and results. Okay? And in this idealization phase, stop. About to get out too much. So, like I said, it's about stability and results. Now, can you look up the word stability for me?
Yeah.
Okay. And while she's doing that, while she's looking up stability, we're going to pause for a moment, and I'm going to read y'all today's love letter. And remember, people, like, comment, subscribe, but email us. Hit us up at the email that we have attached to our page. If you want to send us a love letter, please feel free to do so. So this love letter says, keep God first. Laugh, smile, love hard, have each other's back. And that's it right there. So it says, keep God first, laugh, smile, love hard, and have each other's back. So again, if you want to leave us a love letter, please do so by emailing us at the email attached, which I think it is tribeleader@gmail.com. Okay, so you got that definition for us?
I do. Okay, so it is the quality, state, or degree of being stable, such as the strength to stand or endure, the property of a body that causes it when disturbed from a condition or of equilibrium or steady motion to develop forces or moments that restore the original condition, resistance to chemical change or to physical disintegration. Okay. And then also resistance of life in one monastery.
Okay, so read that. Go back to that middle part for us again.
The property of a body that causes the strength to stand to order.
There you go. Hey, read that out. Read that like from your.
Okay.
Read that from your soul. Read that from your soul.
So stability is the strength to stand or endure.
The strength to stand and or endure. Man, you're talking about two things that I love. So that's why I'm telling you, like, the conflict stage is definitely one of my favorite stages, because to me, like I said, you need stability and results that I can tap into problem solving, analytical thinking, and just leadership and my mindset to wheel myself through this storm, or wheel myself through this confrontation, or wheel myself through this tough decision.
Yeah.
Because I have the stability and the results driven mindset. And you just said stability is being able to endure with strength. We're talking about fitness. We're talking about exercising, right?
Yeah.
And people think like health is just physical. Health is mental. Health is mindset and belief. And you gotta build those things up as much as you build your body up. My endurance to have strong will, you know what I mean? Like that, I get to show that when we go through tough times. My strength to keep on keeping on, as people say, just keep on keeping on. That's a skill set, and a lot of people have it. Most people have it. You know, not most. Everybody has it. Some just don't know how to tap into it. Some don't like having to tap into it. Go ahead, baby.
Well, I was just gonna say, do you think that is based on like your faith?
Definitely. Definitely.
Because I mean, when you talk about this, I feel like when you can see things, the foresight of things, all of us have a way of tapping into that, but how much we see or how much we believe is really based on your faith to determine how much effort are you going to give any plan or opportunity or conflict or whatever the struggle is. How long are you willing to push through day to day? I think that's based on your faith. And although we all can do it and navigate through, a lot of times we may fall short because we give up. It's like we've done this for 2 weeks, or we've done this for 2 years. Like sometimes your struggle is not a quick resolve. So you may go through a turmoil or cycle of this for years, and you give up too soon. You never reach what you thought you envisioned, and then it's like, oh, did I really think I could get to that? Or you question yourself at that point. So I was just wondering, is that more so based off of faith, how much you can will your mindset to continue to push through?
Right. I think that's a great point. That's a great question. I think it's based off of faith. Definitely, faith is the the thing that starts the process, right? Faith initiates.
Mm-hmm.
Faith gets you going, and you lean into the faith of God and faithfulness in the belief that, hey,
Yeah.
this is gonna be resolved. This storm will pass, right? But like you said, some people still fall out of it, or when it cycles back around and comes up again, they like, oh, why me? Like it,
Yeah.
and then some may give up. But why would they give up if you got the faith? But is faith not enough? Probably not. You know why? Because you don't have enough things to go with the faith, right? So you can be faithful,
Yeah.
right? But you're saying you were asking about the, like, when the cycle comes, like, how do people not just
Yeah, how do they not stop?
How do they not
because
stop?
when you talk about like how the difference between me and you, how yeah, I like to formulate a full plan and kind of go step. But you know, yeah, we can do it either way. But if we're not seeing results, how are either one of us going to know to continue to push to get to what we see being what we're supposed to, you know, get to or accomplish outside of knowing or having the faith to do it. I think, yeah, faith is an initiator, but also like your mental strength with faith determines like how far you're gonna push. To me,
I got you.
And I think like if we're not continuously building upon that, it's like, yeah, just like you going into the gym to work out every day. If you don't continue to show up and build upon those things, then I feel like
I think you're right on the point. I get what you're saying. Different mindsets and different the way people are wired different. But I think it's the endurance that we talked about. Being able to just, hey, I'm gonna stand on what I know I have envisioned for us, for our life, and I'm gonna let that just be the thing that keeps guiding me with my faith.
Right.
And I'm gonna keep, just no matter what, I'm gonna keep my belief system strong. I'm gonna get around people that encourage me to stay on track. I'm gonna talk to people who keep on pouring into me or keep telling me to keep doing the thing that I'm doing because I'm on the right path. But also, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna reflect, and I'm gonna count my small wins.
Yeah.
Because although I might not be at the ultimate goal, there's got to be something I learned. There's got to be some development that came within this conflict, within this trial or tribulation that you go through, right? So that's a point for people. Stop when you're in the middle of your go through in your relationship, whether it be whatever. Stop, reflect, and remember, right? So take a moment and look at where you were compared to where you are.
Right.
Focus on the principles and the values that got you from there to here, and plan what you love to do on how you can build upon that to continue to, you know, strive for where you're trying to get to. So yeah, I think that is what it is. That's one of my favorites. I'm gonna get to my other one later. What is your favorite stage of marriage when we have the 6-7 phases here? What do you think your favorite stage of marriage is?
So first I want to say, when you were reading these stages, I was like, okay, I understand immediately why era is not a part of the description for these. Because you can go through these over and over again, you know, multiple times. And
they're more like cycles.
Yeah, and then also I feel like we name, this was my whatever era, and with these, they never end. Like, you know, like when we talk about how the things we did in high school or like college or the music we listened to, we name it like, we remember this era. Like this was our time, you know?
Yeah.
And to me, that time has ended.
Like the snap era.
Yeah, like that ended. You know, if we go out right now and attempt those, the young generation of today are looking at us like, what is going on? So I think that era has ended. You know.
That's good.
And it's something we just
that's real. That's heavy.
On.
That's heavy. Eras end.
Yeah. So I think that's why you can't contribute to, you know, it being a description of what these are. But I think my favorite stage would be, of course, the stability stage, because again, if you're laughing because you know exactly what
I don't know what you're about to say, but yes, go ahead. I don't even know, but go ahead.
Because I am definitely a planner, and I need everything to have so much structure, and I have to learn to step outside of that all the time. So the stability stage speaks to me because it's saying like acceptance and calm, and not acceptance of others, but really like, wow, I can sit in this space and there's not anything that I have to do. I'm not having to maneuver. I'm not having to figure out. I've done it. It's like the work has been done, and I can see, you know, my accomplishment for whatever that struggle may have been at that time, or whatever win I've gotten in this moment. Usually also in my stability stage is where I would normally reflect on, wow, look what I came through. Look what I, you know, made my way through. But I also know that when you're going through your go through or your struggle,
right,
you have to be able to see that same thing. You have to be able to say, God's already brought me through so much.
Right.
And right now, he's getting ready to bring me through more at this time. So I think that's something that I'm learning or have learned to do as of late, you know, maybe last 5 years or so, versus before it was like that stability stage is where I can be like, okay, I made it to whatever.
Exactly. Look,
yeah,
I'm over here. I don't want to cut you off. I'm going to let you keep going, but I had to look it up, right? I had to go and pull up what they say. The stability stage, also known as the cooperative stage, is. And as you're talking, and when you said it, I knew. Well, I didn't know you was gonna say this, but like, yeah, that makes sense that you would say this is your favorite stage.
Yeah.
Then, you know, you've done the DISC assessment, and I know you, so
yeah.
I'm reading this and I'm like, of course you love this stage. This is what it say. It says you understand. Okay, let me go back. It says you successfully navigated the conflict stage. You've reached the next stage or the next phase of more calmly doing life together. You understand that you're different people and you respect those differences. Life feels more settled. You're raising young children, setting up yourselves for the future, and you're doing life together as a team. Things feel less volatile, which we never had volatile in our relationship. I know that the world likes to think that conflict and struggle is always
between the two,
but
it's not. It doesn't have to be between oh, we are in a struggle. It could be us against the world, us against the world, whatever we're trying to build.
And it's in life.
The struggle.
It's more so that everything outside of this is our struggle. The career, the social, you know, whatever. So the social effects, like everything outside of us, the societal effects. Yes, that's another episode. But let me continue reading this. So it says, you know, things feel less volatile. Scratch that. Things feel calm, is what I'm going to say. And you know your partner has your back. You're building a satisfying life together. But the thing that stood out the most when I was reading this to me, it says life feels more settled. And I know my wife. I know she's been talking about stability. She been wanting stability, and all that in our love life, in our relationship forever, just in life in general. And I know you appreciate it, but I laugh because I know me, and you know me, and I'm a dreamer. So you don't get to settle for long.
Yeah.
Like, we may settle in on the fact that, hey, like right now, we're doing this thing. We're locked in. We're in bliss. Life is good. Faith is good. Children are good. Finances are good. And for some people, which is perfectly fine in some aspects, because I'm not here to tell people a lie. I believe the way I believe, and I want to force that into people's life. I'm not talking to the world so I can say what you need to hear.
Yeah.
So I said that because I believe with everything in me, from my soul to my mind, from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head, that you should be striving for growth. You should be striving for better than good within your relationship. Now, with everything else, cool. In your career, there most careers have a top. There's a max out. There's a limit.
Yeah.
But in love and marriage, ain't no limits, because God is love, right? So if God is love, and God is, what they say, what's the word? Omnipresent, but I'm omnipotent. I can't say it, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? He's Alpha and Omega, right? That's the beginning
and the end.
He's everything. So if God is everything, right? God is love, and you have been gifted that love of God, from God, to share with somebody, there's no limits of what this thing can grow to. And what's even more important, what's more crucial for my couples out there, once you tap into that gift that God gives us of love, everything connected to you gets better. Once you figure out the love part of your relationship, once you figure out how to love, how to go through these phases of love, and how to navigate together, you have unlimited potential. I'm talking about in business, in your career, outside of your career, because there might be a cap. If you're a nurse or you're a doctor and you work in whatever field, there's a cap, right?
Yeah.
But even with that, with your relationship, your wife, your husband, your spouse, your significant other may bring you an idea that God gave them in love for you to tap into another stream of income, another stream of, exposure, or doing something like this where you can pour into others. Because that's what we all here to be, a vessel. We all here to serve anyway.
Yeah.
So when you have that real love from God, you tap into that, and the sky's the limit, right?
Yeah.
Until death does you part, and that means until God calls me home. That's when you say until death do me part, that don't mean when you die. That means when God calls us, because you don't die, you get called home, right? I just want to flip the way we say things and think about it.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next week, Thursday, 6 p.m. Later.